What's up, y'all? Young James coming at you once again from Tokyo, Japan. Today we are going to be reacting to a video again. However, this video is in English. It's not actually in Japanese. However, it is still about Japan. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of LBHs. LBH, Losers Back Home. But it's a term that's been quite overused and used quite liberally here in Japan recently. I believe it was popularized by Richardo TV, who is a really funny foreigner. I believe he's from the UK. He lives here and speaks great Japanese. He makes content. I don't know if he coined the term or he just popularized it, but regardless, everyone's talking about LBHs lately. Everyone's talking about losers back home. And this girl, this young lady here, is talking about LBHs on, I don't know if this is on Twitter originally or what this looks like it was on TikTok, but I just saw that someone posted this onto Twitter, and I watched like the first 20 seconds of the video, and I thought it was kind of funny, so I want to react to it. And without further ado, let's get into it, and let's see if she's spitting facts or if she's spitting trash.
In Japan, there is a term for men who aren't necessarily successful with the ladies in their home country.
That's right. That's why we say losers back home, because back in their home country, they're not successful. Maybe they lack social skills. Maybe they're dorky. They can't get ladies.
And they come to Japan and they are really, really successful with the Japanese ladies.
Let me pause this right here. She says they are really, really successful with the Japanese ladies. This, fellas, this is cap. These gentlemen who are losers back home, they come to Japan. They may be successful. They may find success that they did not find in their home country. But that is not with the Japanese ladies. That is with the gaijin hunters. Gaijin hunters, I've talked about this before. A specific subgroup of Japanese people, or it could be foreign people in general, but it's gaijin, a Japanese word. People who are hunting foreigners because they have some type of fetish about foreigners, because they want to learn English, often because they have been rejected by their own country's people, often because they're crazy. I don't know if you guys know about this, but like bullying is quite a problem here in Japan. They always say that like men bully each other and they bully women a lot, and if girls like even do small things like dye their hair, Japanese men reject them. If girls maybe go to therapy because they have trauma, Japanese men reject them. Like, Japanese men are very picky about things, so often a lot of these girls will just turn to foreigners. They'll start trying to learn English to be accepted by more open-minded people. Now, is that a bad thing? I don't think so at all. I want to be clear, I don't think that's a bad thing. However, when she says these LBHs come to Japan, they're very successful with the Japanese ladies, not really true. Not really true. They are successful with the gaijin hunters. The gaijin hunters are a small percentage, 10, 5%, 5% of Japanese women or men. And, by the way, that does not mean that anybody that dates a foreigner, any Japanese person that dates a foreigner, is a gaijin hunter. Also doesn't mean gaijin hunters are bad people. There's overlap, obviously. If anyone's going to be in the comments like, oh, I know somebody who dated a Japanese girl and she wasn't a gaijin hunter. The outliers don't disprove the rule. Anyways, let's keep going. So first of all, she's wrong on that, but she is right about LBHs. If you are a loser in your home country, you can't get any attention. You can come to Japan and you can find someone who will like you just for being a foreigner. And if you are okay with being fetishized like that, I see nothing wrong with it. Be my guest. Go where you are appreciated. Go where you are wanted. If you guys want that coochie, and the coochie's only coming to you just because you're a foreigner, your name may be Sheldon, you may have never gotten anything back in your home country, I see nothing wrong with it, guys. Go where you are appreciated.
And this term is LBH, or losers back home. So these LBH, or losers back home, they would not slay at home like in the US, but in Japan, they slay, and believe me,
They do not slay. They slay the gaijin hunters, which are very easy, and they've been passed around by every single other dude named Sheldon who weighs 135 pounds soaking wet. Pizza face Sheldon. They've been passed around by every single Sheldon out there who has come to Japan.
slay. I know.
Now, am I over exaggerating? Am I being a douchebag? Yes, of course, but a good amount of them are going to be like that. Believe me, I've had my run-ins with them. And additionally, it's kind of like I said, man. A lot of these people will be rejected by the Japanese people, and then they turn to foreigners because foreigners will accept them. And obviously, does that mean that they're all bad people? No, but a lot of times they're a little bit crazy, or there's a reason they were rejected, and yeah.
I know men who have a roster of Japanese women.
Why is this girl so angry? Like, she's got that like Karen vibe. You know that Karen vibe. How something like there's nothing more rage-inducing than a chick who's like, she's not just angry. She's like doing the smile thing while she's like talking angrily about something that clearly pisses her off. It's like when she's like, excuse me, yeah, there was a fly on my food, yeah. There's nothing that pisses me off more than that. If you're gonna be angry, if you're gonna be talking about some shit that pisses you off, just be honest with it. This whole like, oh, and they come to Japan, and she's clearly upset. This girl seems to be clearly upset that she's not getting that attention. If she's in Japan, a lot of like, I know American girls who have done the same thing. They come to Japan and they realize they don't like the men here, and then they realize the foreign men that are here are a bunch of Sheldons, and then they're upset like that also. And then they realize even the Sheldons ain't giving them attention because the Sheldons are interested in the Japanese girls. And even if they don't want to fuck the Sheldons, they still want that attention. And when they're not getting that attention, it pisses them off. And then they make videos making fun of losers back home, which, like I said before, I don't really have anything against losers back home. Like, if you guys are going to where you're appreciated and you're getting something, dude, good on you, man. All props to you. More power to you. But this girl seems to be upset. She might be a really nice lady, and maybe I'm a douchebag, but she seems to be upset, and maybe it's because she looks like an animaniac. Not sure, but let's continue.
Some of these men have been with hundreds, multiple hundreds.
Not true. She is totally capping. This girl is totally capping, and like I said, she is probably upset because she's here and in Japan, and she's not getting attention from the Sheldons, and she's like, how come these lame dudes aren't even giving me attention? They're only giving the Japanese women attention.
Japanese women, and it shocked me, but now I get it.
You come to a land where the girls are known for being fetishized by foreign men, and then you come there, and then you get upset that they don't give you attention. The men that come here are often just trying to get the Japanese women because they're fetishized. They're obsessed with the Japanese women. They just want that anime coochie.
I guess if you're an Asian woman that grew up in an Asian country and is only used to seeing Asian people, maybe you are very intrigued by a white guy.
That's true, and that is very true for third world countries. We're talking about the Philippines. We're talking about Vietnam. They see the great white hope. They see the white guy. They see the money. In Japan, it's not exactly the same. They have a great standard of living here. They're not seeking that green card to go back to your country and be saved from their poor country. Not really the same. There are, like I said, there are the gaijin hunters here. There are the people here that just seek out foreigners and are obsessed with foreigners, and they will only like you because you have blonde hair and blue eyes. But it's not a large percentage of people here.
So there is a difference in standards. In the US, if you were to ask who's the hottest male Hollywood actor, you'd probably hear Bradley Cooper or Brad Pitt.
That's right.
But in Japan, they say it's
I love me some Brad Pitt. I don't know about y'all.
Eddie Redmayne.
All right, who the hell? What did she say?
Eddie Redmayne.
Who the hell is Eddie Redmayne?
It's Eddie Redmayne.
I don't know what she's talking about. I've never heard of that dude. But I have heard Japanese women talk about how they love Brad Pitt. So I don't know what she's talking about. But who the hell is Eddie Redmayne? Eddie Redmayne. Hold on. Yo. Alright, she was spitting. She was spitting with this one. Because this, look at this dude, bro. This guy, this fucking guy looks like when I say Sheldon, like the type of foreign white dude that comes to Japan, this is Sheldon. And this is like a slightly good-looking version of Sheldon. But this is Sheldon. This is the prototype for the white dude that comes to Japan. And she cooked with this one. I ain't gonna lie, she was spitting here. And let me just say, this dude looks so British. It's not a compliment, but he looks so British. And he is British, right? Dude, an English actor. This dude looks so British. And yeah, she cooked here. I ain't gonna lie. So shout out to this girl. I apologize for being kind of a douchebag to her. Um, she actually like legit, even though she looks like an animaniac, she's kind of pretty. She's kind of pretty, and I'm sure she's a nice girl. But I do apologize for having to go in on her a little bit, for trolling her a little bit, and yeah. But regardless, those are my general thoughts on being an LBH, a loser back home here in Japan. And also, guys, I'm gonna make another video on this, but whatever you do, do not, I repeat, do not come to Japan for the purpose of finding a wife or a girlfriend, but let alone a wife. Do not come to Japan for the purpose of trying to find a wife, let alone to get their spouse visa so you can stay here. Terrible idea. Terrible idea. You're giving up all of your rights, all of your advantages, all of your power in the relationship. You have no power here. You have no power here. And you are entering 100% into the woman's frame if you come here and you search for a wife to give you a spouse visa so you can stay in this country. She can cheat on you. She can do whatever the hell she wants. And you have no power because she holds your visa. She holds all of your rights. She speaks the language. You need her to do anything here. To do anything and everything. And it's a rant for a different time. I'm going to make an entire video on that. But don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Anyways, thanks for watching. My name's yungjamez, YUNGJAMEZ. Send me a video on Instagram. Send me a video. What the hell? Don't send me a video. Please don't send me any weird videos on Instagram. Send me a message on Instagram about a video topic, something you want me to talk about. If you guys want to join my Discord, send me $5 on PayPal, which is in the description or also on the screen right here. Regardless, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you always, and take care. Love ya.